Good afternoon. Welcome to Where's Wetzler. I'm your host, Mark Wetzler. Today we have a very special video for you, and that is the top 5 GeoGuessr Duels tips. I haven't seen any videos like this on YouTube so far, so hopefully some people will find this useful. Probably better for beginner, intermediate type people. I don't imagine the pros will get too much from this. I'm sure they already have their strategies, but I think this could be very helpful for some. So let's get right into it with number 1. Tip number 1 is warm up. Anytime I do a duel, I like to warm up with some no moving country streaks. That's just kind of the way I like to do it. It's very low stress. I enjoy it, and maybe I'll even get like a new country streak. It's also cool because it uses world map. So again, no moving. And I don't really worry about too much, like, you know, whether or not I'm going to get it right, or I don't know. When I'm doing this, it doesn't matter. Like here I have a white car. I have no idea where this is. Like absolutely no idea. I just really have no idea where this could be. This could actually be outskirts of like UAE maybe? I am really confused. It could be Peru actually. Maybe let's go Peru. And it was UAE. Dang. That's cool. Cool location. Didn't get it, but whatever. We're warming up. We're trying to get the get things going here. This for some reason reminds me of Vienna. I might send to France here. France seems decent. Could be like Italy too, somewhere in Europe. It was Spain, so neighboring country. We'll take it, sort of. We'll take it. Okay, we're getting some tough ones. Wow, what is this? First thought is actually New Zealand. This is a weird one though. We're getting some really tough ones. I say New Zealand because of that tree. It was Oz, so that's okay. You're seeing me not at my finest. Also, no moving in a duel. Obviously, you can move. I like Cambodia for this. Oh, Seb Health Center. I still like Cambodia for it. I still do. Nice. I think we can get into tip number 1. Let's do that real quick. So tip number 2. So tip number 2 is that when you start any round in a duel, don't move. Start off no moving. The first thing you should do is look around you for all the clues you can get without moving. This is because oftentimes there are tons of clues right underneath your nose, but they just require a little bit of panning and zooming. And oftentimes you don't really need to move, and moving can actually make things worse because you could move away from something, a domain name that's right in front of you. So for here, without moving, this looks like Lesotho to me, or South Africa. If I was in a duel, I would probably just go to Lesotho. So let's see, and it was. Maybe hear my sister's dog chewing on her bone. Again, maybe Lesotho, or maybe more Botswana. Those mountains look kind of Lesotho, or actually maybe even Eswatini. I think I might go Eswatini for this one. So again, like these are all just things without moving. And in this case, I don't think moving would help me much. So let's try Eswatini. It was nice. Here again, quickly moving around, we see a long antenna. We see a little bit of red, which is good for Ukraine, and specifically the Carpathian mountain region of Ukraine. And if I was in a duel, I would honestly probably just send somewhere right here, just to like try to get them on their back foot. That is so strange. Oh, it's Kaliningrad. I've actually never seen a Kaliningrad round before. That is super cool. I would love to go to Kaliningrad someday. Okay, well, that's a perfect time to move to some moving so we can talk about what happens when you actually move. So let's just go to single player for a second here. We'll do the world map. Because that's the map that Duels supposedly uses. So we'll do the world map, but we'll allow ourselves to move this time. We're basically going to try to mimic a duel, but not playing against anyone. So we'll see what happens. I guess it might be good to like give ourselves a time limit. So again, we start off no moving. We get as many clues as we can. Those poles. Oh, this is kind of a strange one. Like this sort of feels like Brazil, but there are no white lines. So this actually might be a perfect opportunity to move. Yeah, those plates do not look European. So this brings us to the next tip, and that is when you start, once you've looked around and you've decided, okay, I'm going to move, be intentional about which way you move. Don't just click in the direction you're facing and start running off that way, because if you turn around, you could see that there's actually a town behind you that would probably have tons of clues. So in this situation, I really want to see what that sign says, and I really want to see what that sign says, although I can already see that it has Portuguese. So I'm pretty sure we're in Brazil right now. And so I'll run down here and see the sign real quick. Black back of that sign further makes me think we're in Brazil. Aeroporto de Aracati. No idea where that is, but it's probably somewhere north. I might even keep, if my opponent hadn't guessed yet, I would keep moving down here and see this sign. And this bus stop could actually be amazing. Estado do Ceará. So I don't know where Ceará is, but I will definitely never forget it after this. And just for fun, I might actually look for Ceará real quick, even though at this point our opponent would have guessed. Oh, here it is. So it's probably the Fortaleza airport, I would imagine, since that's the biggest city in this state. I don't really want to look for the airport, but we'll go here. And not terrible. So yeah, again, be intentional about moving. Let's try another one. Here, no panning, no moving to start out. Actually don't know what this is. Just looking at that, I do see what looks like maybe Luxembourgish bollards. Although it seems like we have low cam here. So I think we are actually in Switzerland maybe, and I will take this opportunity to move down here and see some signs. Again, I'm being intentional about which way I'm moving. I really wish I could read that or see that sign. Maybe I can see this bus stop. Almendigen, Sonderverkauf. Okay, so we do have German. We are probably in Switzerland, and I would probably just send somewhere in the German-speaking part of Switzerland at this point. And then after this, we will get into the next tip. Okay, and it was over by Bern. All right, so for this last one, well, we have a Chilean flag there. So this actually looks really far south. This is actually probably Puerto Natales. I think just looking at it, I don't think it's Punta Arenas. I think this is Puerto Natales. You see some backpackers here. That's super cool. All right, so say my opponent had insta-guessed. That brings us to the next tip, and this is super important, even though it's only number 4. The next tip is as soon as you know basically where it is, get a plonk in. Like, get something on the map. Because I can't tell you how many times I've been running out of time and I haven't, for whatever reason, clicked anywhere on the map, just thinking, oh, I'll get it in at the last second, and then I somehow don't get it in, and you get no points and take tons of damage, and it's absolutely devastating. So, like, if I wasn't sure where this was, or if I wasn't kind of, if I didn't have a good idea, I would get my plonk in here, and then I would go look for more information. So that way, if time ran out, I would still have this there. In this case, I do think it's Puerto Natales, so I'm going to send it. And it was, and we're 264 meters away, almost 5K. Really stoked on that. Chile is one of my stronger countries just because I've been to most of the major cities. I've been to Puerto Natales, I've been to Punta Arenas, I've been to all over this island, Puerto Montt. I lived in Puerto Montt for a bit, Concepcion. Okay, so we'll get to the last tip right now, which is basically have a plan for what you're going to do as far as what you're going to look at. So for me, it's like, in my head, it's like license plates, polls, language. I'm definitely a language guy, so if I can tell there's going to be language, I'll look at that first. So here, I'll look here and I'll see that we have Bangladesh script. You can see it's very distinguishable with these triangle-shaped letters. This also just looks like Bangladesh with this road, how flat it is. But yeah, depending on the seed, I'm basically as soon as I have a clear picture of where I am, I'm prioritizing things in my head like poles, license plates, bollards, road lines, basically looking at whatever is most distinguishable first and then going down the hierarchy from there, or whatever I'm best at first too. And then of course all starts with a vibe guess too. So yeah, like we'll go Bangladesh here and then we'll try to go through the hierarchy on the next one. It was way north. So yeah, we're gonna put somewhere. First vibe is like Oz, New Zealand. And then now I'm going to check just real quick to make sure we're driving left. We are. And then now I'm going to go for more down the hierarchy. I see a kangaroo sign here. And so I don't think there are kangaroos. Well, no, there are not kangaroos in New Zealand. So then I'll start maybe looking at poles, even though I'm not super strong with poles. I see these are wooden poles. I see we have white license plates. I'm really weak with Australia, but I'll try to figure this out. I guess I'm feeling maybe, I really don't know where I'm feeling here. I really don't know. I need zigzag right now to help me. Is this pole concrete? No. I guess it feels kind of north to me, like Gold Coast or like Newcastle. No, but that's New South Wales. I guess maybe around Melbourne. This is probably terrible. I'm probably throwing so hard. It's probably like Brisbane or something. But I got my plonk in, so just in case my opponent guesses, I will have something on the board. And I'm just looking for more clues. We do have some like blue type license plates, which I don't know what that means. I should. But let's try this Melbourne area and call it a day. Oh, and it was Brisbane. Anyway, that's okay. That's all the tips for now. So let's see if we can put it into practice and play a couple duels. Also, bonus tip number 6 is just don't panic. Like, get a plonk in, get something on the map, and then just keep going until the very end. Like, you never know, you might find something with 5 seconds left that tells you where it is. So anyway, let's see, vibes here. We're driving right. Feels maybe Mediterranean or like Turkey or something. I'm going to be, oh, but we do have a Chilean pole there. And I think we're actually kind of far north in Chile here, or at least not south of Santiago. So I think I will just guess the Santiago region. Got my plonk in. Now I'll maybe look around for more clues. It's probably actually further north, but we'll see. Might hedge a little. It was, yeah, a little north of Santiago. That's okay. And I might not talk through the tips on every one of these because I need to concentrate, but all right, vibes here are New Zealand, Ireland, I guess. So they probably just plonked middle. Let's see, Dolan Foods. We do have EU plates. I think this is Ireland. I hope it is. Yep. So yeah, we're doing okay so far. Hopefully I don't need to like win this to show that the tips are good tips, but it would be kind of nice. All right, what do we have for vibes here? Do we have a flag? I don't know which way to move actually. I think there's a sign down here. We're kind of glitching. I feel okay about like a Montenegro here. We might go the other way actually. Yeah, this is much faster, but okay, I need to see this thing. We do have an ME, so it should be Montenegro. So we'll just send somewhere by the coast. Uh-oh, my sister's dog is like, it's probably just Podgorica. Hi, Ginger. ME, I think, is Montenegro, isn't it? Or is this North Macedonia? Doesn't really matter. No, it was Montenegro. Good stuff there. Good damage. All right. Here we have some like maybe Eastern European vibes. Oh no, we have the Kyrgyzstan truck. We're headed southeast. Ah, my sister's dog is being so demanding right now, and I'm trying to like be nice to her, but all right, let's go there. Okay, it was just down in the south or west area there. Okay, moving on to round 5. Gotta concentrate, never give up. Oh gosh. That looks like a Montenegro pole to me. I need to move and figure out maybe where this is. Or like Bulgaria with that short antenna. Huh. Or actually, those poles look Slovakian the more I look at them. And there should be some good signage up here. Demjata Gregorce. I think those are the Czech. I think those are Czech whatevers. I'm going to go just like northern Czechia up here. Oh man, and it was... Oh, and I did see a sign that said Prešov. I didn't know that was a city. Dang. And my Slovakia instinct was actually kind of correct, but that's okay. All right, we're in the Middle East here. I think Jordan is pretty good with that car. This is probably just Amman, right? We got to make sure there's no French or that we're not actually in Tunisia. I don't think we're in Tunisia. I think we're just in Amman. So I got my plonk in. Send it. Okay, it was Amman. And we're not playing bad, we just... Okay, vibes here is Greece, Italy. Ooh, gosh. Okay, I think this is Montenegro. But I don't know. Or actually, it might be Croatia. I feel actually good about Croatia here. My opponent's guessing fast and guessing well. Nice, and it was northern Croatia and they went Montenegro. So that should be good damage. Puts us in the lead. So we move on to Asia maybe, or Africa. Driving left. We got this tall grass that's probably good for Eswatini. And I think we should just send Eswatini. That's obviously what they did. Don't really know where in West Eswatini. Actually, I don't know at all. Nice, and they went Lesotho. That might be enough, actually. Yeah, sweet. So stoked on that. That gives my rating up to 1132. Again, top 5 tips. Warm up first, doing country streaks or whatever format that's low stress that you like. And then when you do the duels, start off no moving. And then when you do move, number 3, be intentional about which way you move. Try to give yourself the best chances you have to see a sign or some kind of good clue. And then once you know the region, especially if they've already guessed, get a plonk in right away. Have some sort of loose plan in your head for how to attack the rounds. And then finally, don't panic, hang in there, and just try your best. Anyway, I hope you found this somewhat useful and informative, and let me know, please, in the comments what your best tips are, something that I didn't mention here. If you're a more experienced GeoGuessr especially, or any GeoGuessr, I'd love to hear how you approach duels. And anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and talk to you soon.